everyone worked fast. It was difficult to set the fire, but soon it was glowing hot and Stepney had a good head of steam. Rusty's engineer agreed to be Stepney's fireman. So off they set, past the bleak and brooding line of diesels.
Where is he going?
They hissed. Just down the line, replied Rusty. And they chuffered quickly away. We've done it! We're over the border and back on our own railway. Mission accomplished. When Rusty and the engine arrived in the valley, a big welcome awaited them. After that, Stewart and Falcon became really useful engines, and all three were happy together for many years. Then, hard times came. The mines in the hills closed. And the railway was closed too. Suddenly, Toad found it all rather fun. But the fun was soon over. A crossing lay ahead and the gates were closed. Toad couldn't stop. Worse still, Toad now realised he was on the wrong track. There ahead was Gordon. The signalman changed the points just in time. On, faster, cried the trucks. Suddenly he saw James pulling a long, slow train. Yikes! Help! Save me! A quick-thinking shunter did just in time. What was that? Exclaimed James. The signalman warned the station master at the next station. There's a runaway coming. We'll send him into the sidings. Help! Help! Called Toad again. Toad saw some buffers. Those'll stop me. But the points to the buffers weren't set. Oh no! I'm back on the main line. So when James's driver returned, James was coupled to the coaches and he puffed away. Thomas returned with the trucks. A few minutes later, Gordon arrived. Where's the express? Thomas told him about James, and so here are your trucks. Gordon was very cross, and so was his driver. Wait till the Fat Controller hears about this. Meanwhile, James was enjoying himself enormously. What a clever plan, what a clever plan, he chuffed. Then he saw the Fat Controller.
Some jokes are funny, but not this one, James. You have caused confusion.
Yes, sir, said James.
You will stay in your shed until you are wanted.
A little later, the fog came down. As they approached the same area, they saw the amber light again. Here we go, said Henry's driver. Then, unbeknown to Henry, the gates mysteriously closed by themselves, and the signal went red. The trucks had seen all, and they were spooked too. Faster, faster, there's a ghost about! Stop, stop, yelled Henry. A mysterious figure watched his driver took him to visit Donald.
I was just passing, said Douglas. Have you come to say you're sorry?
Donald sniffed. This made Douglas very cross.
I've nothing to be sorry for, he said,
and steamed away in a huff. The next day, Donald was in a bad mood. Duck could see he was getting too close to the buffers. Look out! He shouted.
But it was too late.
On a clear summer's night, there is no better place to be. The big ships bring passengers. Cargo ships carry machinery and other things. Duck and Percy puff backwards and forwards with the crates of cargo as they are loaded and unloaded by the quayside.
Henry loved it here. The forest was full of broad oaks and tall pines. Henry could remember the day long ago when he and Toby brought some new trees to be planted and Terence and Trevor helped haul them into place. Now he could see the trees growing amongst the others on the hillside. Henry always felt better for being here. He couldn't really explain why, but his driver understood. It's peaceful, he said to him. That night, everything ran like clockwork. Thomas and Percy steamed through the stations, making good time everywhere they went. Danger lay ahead. Now for our plan, giggled the trucks. Go faster, go faster. Slow down, called Thomas's driver, and applied the brakes. Poor Thomas stood dazed and surprised in a muddy pond as a toad eyed him suspiciously. Bust my buffers, muttered Thomas. The day started so well, too. I can manage, thank you, she replied. I'm not an old fusspot like you. The trucks were tired of being pushed around by Mavis. It's slippery, they whispered. Let's push her around instead. On, they yelled. Mavis took no notice. Instead, she brought the trucks carefully down the lane and stopped at the level crossing. All traffic halted.
Now, sighed Percy, what's next? Suddenly, there was Thomas with Terence the tractor and a works train. Come on, Percy, whistled Thomas. Follow me. The two engines battled their way through the snow. At last, they reached the village. Oliver heard nothing. The trucks moved smoothly at first, then suddenly Oliver felt them push forward. His driver applied the brakes, but they were useless against the surging trucks. On, yelled the trucks. Oliver fought hard, but still they forced him on and on. At last, the trucks grew tired. I'm winning, gasped Oliver. But it was too late.